My name's Sharday Hughes. I'm a mother of 2 now. I have a 14-year-old and I have one on the way. Last winter, it was really cold out. And I got up and I went to an appointment, and I already had guilt about this appointment. As I was turning into the parking lot, I saw Jim standing outside, and he was like, trying to redirect those going to the clinic. I didn't want to miss my appointment, so I still went in. And as I was waiting in the lobby, I just looked out the window, and he was still out there standing in the cold, still trying to, redirect people to come, instead of going to the clinic, but to come over and talk to him. I looked out the window, and I was just watching him out. And it's really cold, and he's really out there, like, trying to talk to people. I went into the appointment. I was called, checked in, went to the back, and I didn't feel right. I don't know if it was a sign from the Lord or guilt from seeing that man outside, or just because I knew that I probably was making a big mistake. And it was either, the lady told me, the doctor said, it's either now or never, because I was pretty far. It was like 3 months. And I'm like, well, I can't just say I'm gonna do it. I already had that feeling that wasn't the right feeling anyway. So it was nothing to just say, well, you just made this much easier for me. No, I'm not gonna do it. I felt relieved when I came out there. Like a weight was lifted off of my chest, and I felt fine. I didn't feel like I had any regrets when I left that clinic. I got in my car. Jim was still outside in the cold. And before I left, I'm like, I feel good. I seen him. I rolled my window down, gave him a thumbs up, and said I didn't do it. And that's when he said, well, can I just have a word with you? And I'm like, okay, sure. I didn't know what he wanted to talk about. I didn't know him. He didn't know me from a can of paint. But it was something that brought us together. It was something that made me go on that day. It was something that made me see him. It was something that made me get that feeling. It was something that made me go back in and talk to him. And I already didn't want to do it, and just talking to him even reassured me and was confirmation that I was making the right choice by not doing it. And I thank him for that.
Hey guys, just coming in the car here off the sidewalk outside of the headquarters of Planned Parenthood of Central and Western New York, and got to give a report of praise, of glory to our Lord Jesus for the goodness that we saw today. He's always working through us. Every time we step out in faith and in love, in His name for our neighbor. And sometimes we get to see the fruits in dramatic ways. Today I got to see it on the sidewalk outside of this abortion center. And just want to share with you that how beautiful it is to look into a pregnant mom's eyes after she has walked away from her abortion appointment. And the happiness, to see the happiness in her eyes, that her heart is made to love her child that is alive and growing in her womb. And for her to reconnect to that love when she was so close to making such a dramatic choice as to kill that child, to have her heart turned away from that child so extremely, to actually not will the good of the child, but to kill the child. So to see the relief on her face, to see the happiness on her face to walk away from that abortion appointment today. I wish you could look into her eyes. You can't. You can look into mine, though, who has looked into her eyes. And I hope that you see just how grateful and how beautiful it is to be on the sidewalk. I often don't want to come, and I complain in my own heart about coming. But if I would just remember the truth, that what a privilege it is to love God and love my neighbor by coming out here and reaching out to those that just need to remember their love, just need to know that there's someone there to help and support, and just have somebody there that's on their side. And what she told me when she came out is that she didn't know if she would have gone through with it if I wasn't there. She said that, and this is not about me, all by God's grace, all for his glory, believe me. But what she said was something stirred in her spirit after she saw me when she was sitting in there. And she was looking out the window thinking, is that man still, I wonder if that man is still out there. And then she did come out and she let me know that she turned away from the abortion appointment, and we had a beautiful conversation, and she's in a good place. And she's got all the help that she needs right now, and she's got all the contacts she needs, all of that. And we'll be staying in touch, and we'll help her as much as she will allow us to, even throwing her a baby shower, which would be such a great blessing and honor for us to be able to serve her in that way. So know that serving your neighbor in need, that loving Jesus in the least of these, as he has called us to, outside of these abortion centers in our own backyard, we know where they are. Can we go out there and love? Can we go out there and stand in faith, knowing that when we show up with faith and love, the Lord will work through us? Do we really believe that? If we really believe that, then why isn't the church fully present here on the sidewalks? Why aren't the sidewalks always full with at least a few people that are willing to stand up and do that every single hour they're open?
He basically told me, he said, you know, there's help. He told me about his wife, said there's an organization that's willing to help you with anything the baby needs or what you may need through this pregnancy. This is what they do. This is what they're here for. It's not like a charity event. You're not a charity. You know, it's not for that. This is what they do. They will help you, you know. He gave me his wife's number. Well, actually, he gave me his number. I contacted him, and then, you know, he turned me over to his wife, Becky. He was awesome. She's awesome as well. And she helped me get set up with baby registry in terms of getting the things I need, showing me the ropes, what I need to do. I didn't know anything about registering for baby stuff. I never did it before. So she was very supportive in that department, making sure I had everything I need. I knew what I was doing. Any questions, comments, concerns, she was there to help me out the whole way. We planned for a baby shower, but unfortunately the pandemic hit, so that didn't happen. But still, my son has everything he needs. And a lot of people were supportive. People I don't know, people that don't even know me, really sent a lot, and it was a blessing, and it was out of love, and I just thank everyone. If you guys continue to do what you do, or you have that feeling that you should be that person to, you know, help someone else, because I was lost, I was confused, I didn't know, and it took one person, and that I just gravitated to that person, went to him, had a few words. And I don't know if I was the only person he talked to that day, but today, you know, I can say that I'm happy with the choice I made. Had Jim not been out there, I probably would be living in regrets, or, you know, living in guilt, feeling like, gosh, I'll never know now, you know, because I made such a terrible decision. So if you feel like you should be one of those people, or the Lord called you, or it's on your heart to be a person to reach out to someone else who's lost, do it. You never know someone's situation until you actually talk to them. They may look like they have it all figured out and know nothing. So if you have that feeling, or you even thought about it, do it. You make a difference.
And so we'll continue to reach out and love, but if you're hearing this and something is stirring in your spirit to get involved, just know that you are needed, and know that there is a place for you on these empty sidewalks where people are going in and out, and they are in need, and they just need someone to be there for them, to be on their side, to be standing up for them and reaching out to them and offering them the hope and the help and the support. This is all real. So to look into the eyes of that pregnant mom today who turned her heart back to her child is just so beautiful. And we can all serve in this way, in just doing our little part. If we all just do a little bit, we can do great work, something very beautiful together. So.
And how excited are you for the birth, to hold your little boy?
I'm really happy. I'm really excited. Now I'm counting down days, you know. We are renovating the house and getting ready for him, you know. I never thought I would have a son, and I have one now, and I'm excited. I can't wait to meet him, and I can't wait to tell him how he was brought here. When he get old enough, I'm going to tell him. God makes no mistakes. He knows what he's doing. Everything happens for a reason. And I just feel like, who are we to determine whether we should give this child life or not? If God said that this is what it is, it's written. This is what it is. You know, anybody can't just come and take our life. So who are we to take the life of our offsprings, or, you know, that God created that, just like he created our life. And if ours is valuable, why isn't theirs? Have your baby. Love your baby. There's other options if you don't want to keep, you know, if you feel like you can't take care, but seek those other sources and resources, because they're out there, but you won't know if you don't have your baby.
Love will end abortion, and that means that we have to participate with God's grace to love him back, to receive his love him back, and to step out in action to truly love our neighbor. And coming out here on the sidewalks in prayer and loving outreach is one of the most powerful things we can do. He will always work through us when we do that, and sometimes we will get to see the fruits in this life, and sometimes we won't see them until eternity. But there will be good fruits when we step out in faith and love in the name of Jesus. So praise be Jesus Christ now and forever. God bless you.